there you have it. The finished pot of the best fried cabbage. Try the recipe today and let me know how you like it. Hello! Today I'm getting ready to make the best fried cabbage. And for this recipe you will need fried cabbage, an onion, some bacon, and the seasonings. You can use seasoning of your choice, but I'm using today black pepper, garlic powder, seasonal, onion powder, and crushed red peppers. Okay guys, the first thing you're going to do is take your bacon and cut it up. Let me turn my cast iron on back here in the back and get it to heating up. Just use a sharp knife. You want some decent sized pieces because of course you're gonna, something must be on that eye. It's kind of smoky. And I'm going to take and put these pieces back here in the cast iron skillet and let them cook up. The skillet's not quite hot yet, but you can go ahead and put them down there. And you don't want to burn these, so you want to wash these while you're doing everything else. Okay? Okay guys, I washed off my cutting board and I peeled the onion. And you just want to, and this is just some salt water over here to the side. I'll actually wash my cabbage, y'all, so if you want to wash yours, fine, you can, or you know, not. I throw the onions down in there too. It's not necessary to throw the onions down in there, but I just do it just to, but you can omit this step. I just throw all the vegetables together, you know. And I normally take the outer leaves off my cabbage, because they always look a bit rough to me. And I cut the bottom off. I probably could have used a better knife, but this one just happened to be in my hand. So I'm just going to show you this briefly. Here's this one right here. And I core it. Take the core out. And I'm going to show y'all something that I do. Just on a quick piece. Sometimes, y'all, these little pieces right here, I use all my cabbage. This is a small piece, so this is not a good example. But I don't necessarily use the hard piece all the time. If I find it's too much, this core, they take longer to cook. So once you have that done, this is a good example of a piece, I would say. I would cut around or cut that out. And then I would just chop this up into pieces. You know, you don't want them too small, but you want decent sized pieces that's going to go in your skillet. So I will chop it up to here, and you can do this a lot faster. You don't have to go piece by piece, of course. That's a piece. I'm going to take that core piece out. It seems like the outer ones have more of those bigger core pieces, but that's the size of the cabbage you want. That's another piece. I'm going to take the core out. And as you do this, you want to put your cabbage over in the salt water. You're going to drain that afterwards. I'm going to finish cutting this up and I'll come back when I'm done, y'all. Okay guys, I've drained the salt water off the cabbage, and I did 2 clear bowls of water and drained those as well. And as you can see, I've moved my skillet up, and my bacon, I'll let you see it, is kind of done now. What you want to do is go ahead and season up your cabbage. I season mine in the bowl. It's just a lot easier because, and you season this to taste how you would like it. It doesn't require a lot of seasoned salt. I do put a little on there, but it doesn't require a lot because the bacon. You know, the bacon is going to add some to it. And like I say, use the red pepper flakes. If you don't like hot, you can of course omit that. I don't know if I put an onion powder on there, but I guess it won't hurt it. If I did or not. And like I said, I'm just using this, just a little of this. There's no specific measurement, and you want to kind of stir your seasonings in the bowl. Now you're going to slowly, you don't need to add any more grease or anything to the pan. You're going to slowly start adding your cabbage to the pan. And if you see a few pieces that are not broken up good, then go ahead and break them up as you put it in here. And sometimes your skillet's not big enough to cover all your cabbage, especially if you have a larger size cabbage. So you can always just put a little in at a time and let it cook down a little bit. And then go ahead and do the rest. Okay? Fortunately, my cast iron is enough to cover this cabbage in the size that it was. And you want to make sure you drain it because you don't want a whole bunch of water down in this cabbage. You're not boiling the cabbage. Although I am going to put, that's a hard piece. I am going to put a little water in it towards the end of cooking. And that's one of the onions. You want to kind of make sure the onions are in single layers as well. Okay? You want to give that some time and let it cook down a little bit, okay? And y'all, I meal prep. Although I'm having this cabbage today, I thought I had a piece of Polish sausage in here, but I guess I don't. Oh, yes, I do. I got it out already. I'm actually going to brown up some Polish sausage as well today because this is going to be, I'm going to have cabbage, and I'm using this as a side today, but this is how you can make your meals versatile. I'm going to have smoked sausage and cabbage for a meal another day during the week. So, let me rinse this sausage off. And I'm going to cook this at the same time and set it to the side while that cabbage is cooking today. So, you know, when you're in the kitchen, just try to multitask if you can and do more than one thing, especially if you're meal prepping. Think of ideas and dishes you can cook that will help you and benefit you, you know, to have, make your meals very versatile, and you won't get kind of bored with them. So anyway, I'll be back with you when this kind of cooks down some to show you what it's looking like. Okay guys, this has been cooking for about 10 minutes, and as you can see, cabbage makes its own water. But at this point, you want to look and see how much liquid's down in there. But at this point, you want to put a little bit more water in And it's been cooking for about 10 minutes now. And you want to put a lid on it. If you don't have a lid, just use some foil to cover the pan good. And let this cook an additional 10 minutes. Okay, guys.